You're looking at a stellar nursery, young stars only a few million years old, captured in this stunning image by the James Webb Telescope.
Well, first, the image is just gorgeous. It's absolutely fantastic.
What if everything we thought we understood about the cosmos was flipped upside down? What if, after billions of dollars and decades of planning, the most powerful space telescope in human history turned its focus to the sky and discovered something we never expected to see? The James Webb Space Telescope was meant to view back in time, seeing the formation of the first stars, galaxies, and the faint afterglow of the Big Bang itself. But what it's showing us today is even more troubling. Galaxies that should not exist, light that defies the rules of physics, rhythmic impulses emanate from the vacuum. Gravity is there even when it is not seen. Nobel Prize-winning physicists and cosmologists are stating the silent bit aloud. This is not our universe. So what did the James Webb Telescope truly find? A faraway blob of yellow light, a shimmering anomaly? No, it discovered a cosmic contradiction, and then thousands more just like it. Each of them broke rules that we felt were unbreakable. If you're willing to challenge everything, from the Big Bang to the fabric of time, then keep watching. The following information has the potential to permanently alter our perception of reality. At first glance, it appeared to be a meaningless speck, a small yellow dot against the great black canvas of space. Just another faraway galaxy, billions of light years away. However, as astronomers zoomed in and crunched the statistics, they discovered they were not looking at just any galaxy. They were staring at the most distant galaxy yet observed, generated only 290 million years after the purported Big Bang. And this is where everything starts to fall apart. This galaxy, designated as Sears 93316, was neither tiny nor primitive as one might have expected. It wasn't merely a collection of newly born stars trying to survive. No, it was brilliant, enormous, and surprisingly advanced. According to our current knowledge of physics, the cosmos has simply not had enough time to build a galaxy this big and organized. But there it was, gazing at us from across the gap. And it is not alone. Since that first finding, the James Webb Telescope has discovered hundreds more such galaxies, incredibly ancient galaxies that exist where chaos and dust should be. Each one questions the time frame that supports contemporary cosmology. Scientists are confused. If galaxies can develop this early and at this size, our beliefs about the universe's origins are seriously jeopardized. There's more than one outlier. It's a pattern, a puzzle that defies rationality. In the known cosmos, galaxies do not just erupt into existence. They expand slowly over billions of years, transforming only a small fraction of their gas, around 10%, into stars. The remainder stays as dust drifting about like cosmic remnants. That is how it has always worked, until now. The James Webb Telescope discovered something that appears to be not just unusual, but also physically impossible. Deep field measurements revealed that at least 3 early galaxies turned 100% of their stuff into stars. No gas. There's no dust, no raw materials were left behind. Only pure, dazzling stars. That should not be feasible. Every current model of star formation describes the process as chaotic, unequal, and wasteful. There are constraints, gravitational thresholds, cooling timeframes, and cosmic feedback mechanisms that preclude total star conversion. Nonetheless, Webb has shown us galaxies that defy all of those boundaries. These are not simply outliers, they're cosmic rule breakers, galaxies that evolved in a flash, as if someone pressed the fast-forward button on creation itself. It's like seeing a toddler race a marathon before learning to walk. This has raised a scary issue among physicists. What if they aren't galaxies at all? Could we be looking at structures from a different world rather than the early one? Or possibly relics of something far ancient, predating even the Big Bang? Whatever they are, one thing is certain. They do not belong in our existing concept of reality. To comprehend the full horror of Webb's discovery, we must first discuss the Hubble sphere, a notion so fundamental to cosmology that it is nearly sacrosanct. As the universe expands, faraway galaxies move away from us. The further they travel, the faster they move. These galaxies eventually fade faster than light. According to physics, everything beyond the Hubble sphere should be unobservable. Their light should not reach us. Their existence, for all practical reasons, should be concealed forever. But James Webb claims differently. The telescope is getting clear light from galaxies outside the Hubble sphere, not distorted echoes or gravitational whispers, but clear, organized information. It's as if the universe's boundaries are porous, as if light is breaking the rules that we thought were unbreakable. How? Theories vary from speculative physics to downright science fiction. Some believe it is due to the expansion of space itself, bending light back towards us. Others suggest something considerably more frightening, that we are peering through the membrane of our own world into a deeper, parallel layer of reality. Whatever the method, the consequences are terrible. If light can travel over cosmic limits, then so can information. Energy may also do this. Things can also do this. The James Webb Telescope isn't simply looking at the early universe. It may be staring through it and into the unknown. As Webb's equipment searched further into the cosmic background, they saw an unexpected and unexplainable signal. It is not a visual abnormality. It's neither a galaxy nor a gravitational lens. It's something far stranger, a faint, recurring sound pulsating like a heartbeat from the universe's borders. This rhythmic pattern does not correspond to any known cosmic occurrence. It is not a pulsar. It is not a spinning neutron star. It is not a gravitational wave, and it is certainly not background static. Whatever it is, it repeats at precise intervals, follows a mathematical pattern, and is frighteningly constant. Scientists have dubbed it the heartbeat beyond time. Some believe it is the hallmark of exotic stuff, which can only exist under conditions that defy the rules of our universe. Others murmur more disturbing hypotheses, such as the pulse being purposeful, that it has been encoded, that we were supposed to hear it. Let it sink in, a frequency going over insurmountable distances, beating like a drum in the dark, steady, deliberate, and waiting. And things become weirder. The pattern doesn't just repeat, it develops, as if it is responding to something, as if it were conscious. We've spent decades listening for intelligent life in the sky, but what if the cosmos, rather than a civilization, responds first? Or worse, something outside of it. One of the most disturbing findings discovered by the James Webb Telescope stemmed not from what it saw, but from what it felt. Webb's long-range detectors identified gravitational distortions, or warps in space-time, when none were apparent. These were not trivial differences. They were gigantic gravitational anomalies, powerful enough to bend light and pull on adjacent galaxies. However, when scientists investigated, there was no source, no stars. There are no gas clouds. Webb's findings could not be explained by dark matter alone. These were known as phantom mass fields, or unseen fingerprints pressing down on the fabric of space itself. Researchers were left with just one scary possibility. We are experiencing the gravity of something outside our cosmos. Some theorists think we are seeing the collision or overlap of parallel universes. A second universe, complete with its own matter, gravity, and rules, brushes up against ours like tectonic plates grinding in the dark. The concept was initially rejected as fringe, a mirrored universe in which time travels backwards and physical laws are reversed. Pure fantasy. However, Webb is detecting indications of rotational asymmetry in galaxies, which are odd particle behaviors that indicate something is tugging from the opposite side. Not figuratively, physically. Imagine standing in a room and feeling a gust of wind from what should be a solid wall. That is what we are dealing with. Webb may not be viewing only faraway galaxies. It may be feeling the weight of another universe, one we can't see yet may be closer than we realize. It began with a flicker, a light signature deep in the vacuum, near the frontier of the observable cosmos. Scientists monitored it, recorded its spectral fingerprint, and then waited for it to vanish into the darkness, as all distant light does. But then it came back, not from the same place, not from the same period, but with the same imprint, as if that identical beam of light had been bounced back and reflected by something out there. Astrophysicists are perplexed by this phenomena, now known as the cosmic echo, because there should be nothing to reflect light in deep space. No planets. There are no gas clouds, no mirrors. There are only two plausible explanations, and both are very disturbing. The first, the cosmos is closed and curved, much like the surface of a sphere. In this idea, light may ultimately cycle back around and re-emerge on the other side, implying that space is finite and folded in on itself like a cosmic loop. What about the second? that the light struck something at the edge, a structure, a border, or possibly a barrier dividing our universe from another. If true, such something would represent the first tangible proof of a multiversal wall, or the outer layer of reality itself. We developed the Webb telescope to see into the past, but it might have done something considerably more horrible. It might have accidentally knocked on the entrance to another universe. For over a century, the Big Bang has been the foundation of contemporary cosmology, providing a simple creation tale in which time, space, and matter all sprang from a single, hot, dense point. But James Webb could have just ripped that tale apart. If galaxies are developing faster than predicted by science, and light is reaching us from beyond the limits of the universe, if we find unexpected patterns, pulses, and gravitational anomalies, then perhaps the Big Bang never occurred in the manner we believed it did. Following Webb's discovery, an increasing number of scientists, including those with Nobel Prizes, are wondering whether the Big Bang was ever the beginning. Some propose a cyclical world in which each new cosmos emerges from the collapse of the previous one. Others believe we exist in a bubble surrounded by an infinite multiverse, with each world having its own rules, history, and genesis. And then there's the most radical hypothesis of all. The cosmos did not begin. It simply exists, eternal, infinite, without any beginning point. Webb might not be showing us the early universe. It might be depicting a fissure where several realities intersect, a point where something older than our cosmos is leaking through. The Big Bang gave us a start. Webb may be demonstrating that there never was one.